can you realize that what you are is spaciousness? And some people look at me and they say, I don't know what spaciousness is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what you're talking about. And this happens, like a lot of people will go to Zen teaching and just they'll go right over their head. So our brains, our minds, our ego psychology is designed to look for objects in space. I'm going to pull up my object here. I'm going to show you the award that I recently got a couple weeks back. Father of the Year. And so this is really easy for us to focus in on. This is what the ego likes. It's like, oh, it's an object. It's about me. It's about Craig being the best father of the year. Now, that's what the ego does. When we live in non-dual reality, we notice, we feel, we experience the space in which the object arises. So if you notice, like say I walk out of my office and I trip over the dog, I stub my toe, and my daughter laughs at me, and I tell her to shut up, and she says, I'm taking that award back. And so now I no longer have the award. What am I left with? I'm left with this space. This space is always here. The sky is always here. It's spacious, it's vast, it's empty. If you look into your consciousness, the first thing you'll find are perceived objects. Perceived objects in our mind are thoughts and feelings. And every single person pays great attention to their thoughts and their feelings all the time. My daughter took my award away, Father of the Year. My feelings might be of hurt. I might have thoughts and feelings of remorse. But if I notice, what is Craig's consciousness? What is it? It's vast, empty space. Vast, empty space. Thoughts arise in space all day long. Feelings arise in space all day long. The space is the only thing that is permanent about me. Again, my identity as the Father of the Year, this can quickly go as soon as I say the wrong thing. Let's say it goes. What am I? I am still this space of innocence. And within this space, all kinds of thoughts can arise. But there's a trick that we've discovered in the realm of spiritual awakening. When I know myself as space, space comes with this quality, this feeling of okayness. It comes with a quality of feeling the fabric of peace. And I can feel peace whether I have the award or the approval of others. This space is always here, with the award and without, with the name, without. I've been called all kinds of things before in this lifetime. I've been called, an MFer. I've been called a saint. I've been called a fool. I've been called Craigalicious, an old friend who called me Craigalicious all day long. I've been called Mr. Holliday. I've been called Greg, Kevin, Bill, Tim. I've been called all kinds of, names. I've been misnamed. Is that a thing? But what I am is unchanged. I am this innocence. Let me pull up a picture. This innocence, I'll show you a funny picture. This is skinny Craig here. This innocence, this space was in this fella here. It's his fabric. Whether he's in India, that's where he's at here, India. Here I am in front of Mount Arunachala. Same space, the same emptiness, the same freedom as I am here in Colorado. Here's that same clown. with an elephant. But his consciousness is space, whether he's a 21-year-old monk in India, whether he's a father, whether I have lots of money or no money, there's space that's here. This consciousness, the fabric of this consciousness is made of space. And this space has all kinds of feelings that have come through it, good feelings, bad feelings, trauma, disaster, heartache, despair. And all of it arises in space. When we know ourselves as space, when we know ourselves as light, as love, as this depth, there's freedom in that. There's power, there's love. There's a hugeness and okayness, which is beyond the coming and going of egoic identities, egoic thoughts, egoic feelings. If we ever want to be free, we have to know ourselves as the context of consciousness, not the contents. Contents are always shifting on planet Earth, always shifting. And so if we want to be free, we stay with the context. If we want to be micromanaging, we pick up the ego identity and we manage the contents of our mind. But when our path is wild and bizarre and crazy, there's strategical benefit from knowing that you are the space when all kinds of chaos moves through your consciousness. When all kinds of chaos moves through you and you know yourself as space, there's room for chaos, there's room for confusion, there's room for failure, and we don't take it personally. And we know ourselves as freedom, and so we rest as freedom, whether it's a beautiful day or a terrible day. And this is, I'll just say this one last thing, is realizing yourself as space. It's very confusing, but if we all just play this game, if we all just take a moment and we allow ourselves to be mindful of our thoughts or how we're feeling, but instead of doing that, can we become mindful? Can we become aware of that which is aware? So if you become aware of that which is aware, if you become aware of peace, you start to know yourself as this etheric reality that is vast and spacious, it's timeless, doesn't have walls or edges or boundaries. And you see it's a different way of living, a different way of orienting. Where as soon as you become aware of your thoughts, then you can start to comment about your thoughts, think about your thoughts, process your thoughts, do trauma therapy with your thoughts. And it becomes this whole other dance of a human being trying to manage their experience, which is quite different than knowing yourself as freedom, as emptiness, as love, as depth.